Welcome back to Tipping Point. I'm your host, Kara McKinney. A viral video of a young girl is some people showing their true colors. Here's what Eliza had to say.
Why is it that I have to work 40 hours a week just so I can have a place to live? 40 hours a week makes me $2,000 a month, and my rent is $1,660. So I work 40 hours a week so I can have a 2-bedroom apartment and an extra $300 a month. Like, it doesn't cover my phone, internet, food, you know? So not only do I not have any extra money, but just working makes me so exhausted that I don't have time either. Like, I get off work at 5:30, come home, and I'm just so tired. I'm so tired that, like, anything that I need to do outside of work, I then just push off to, like, the weekend. And I'm like, I'm just too tired to do this after work. I'll wait until Saturday. So then I end up with so much to do on the weekend that ends up having to be split into 2 days. So I have to do stuff on both Saturday and Sunday. So then I don't get a day off.
Now hold the rush to judgment because I sympathize with her. I feel like her most days. You know, that's the thing about conservatives. We can be great at explicating the lack of meaning in young people's lives today and the growing financial insecurity they face in the twilight years of what feels like a dying empire being consumed by a new, larger globalist entity. And yet when young people complain about that, they're told to shut up and to stop whining. Now, I'm the first to admit that my generation and the even younger Gen Z are no perfect angels. We have our issues, to be sure. But that doesn't mean that every issue we raise is some stupid liberal snowflake, can't handle reality type of talking point. In fact, that's why a lot of conservative parents end up raising liberal kids. You need to be able to empathize and to understand that the world changes. If you don't do that, some crazy blue-haired snake oil salesman will do it for you, and you won't like the results with your children. The problems of yesteryear are not exactly the problems of today. Being conservative means finding the eternal truths of the past and applying them to the present. It does not mean being stuck forever at some point in the past arbitrarily chosen. That's a failing fool's errand. Just because something worked back in your day, like being able to go to school during the day and work at night to pay for it all, doesn't mean it's entirely possible in these days and ages. Try being 20 years old right now and see how easy it is to get even a menial entry-level service job. You'll apply to like 50 places and get one callback if you're lucky, and that usually goes nowhere. While all the illegals who jumped the border yesterday are getting hired before you to wash dishes and to cook food. And even if you do land that job, try getting scheduled for more than one short shift a week. Even if you're getting paid $15 an hour, if you're only getting about 5 or 10 hours a week of work, you ain't paying for nothing with that, especially not for school. And good luck ever trying to promote in this DEI climate. Joining us now to discuss is Pedro Gonzalez, who runs the Contra Substack, where he talks about that viral video in his post, Eudaimonia Delayed, what the left and right get wrong about human flourishing. Pedro, thanks for being here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Great. So talk to us about why you decided to write about this viral video.
For the reasons that you laid out at the beginning, that basically there was this moment to capitalize on a video that I think is illustrative of this much broader problem. The video itself is actually not really the point. The girl is not really the point. It's the substance of the video, that basically people are working to work, which you can't really say is working to live. You're not really living if you're working just 7 days a week to basically just get by, which is what she's describing, and which is what most Americans, a lot of Americans anyway, feel like. But the response from the right, from conservatives, from Republicans, was basically to mock this girl. Some big pundits told her to shut up and make them a sandwich. And these are the same people that also claim to be representing this sort of disaffected mass, people that are not happy with either the Republican Party or the Democratic Party, because they're both upholding the same rotten status quo that keeps people down, that prevents people from being able to flourish, that prevents people from being able to actually own homes instead of just slaving 7 days a week to make rent and then pay bills and then, basically just feed yourself.